is now in session. Will you all rise?
Excuse me, sir. Are you sometimes called Gangsta Lou?
Called a lot of names.
Have you been involved in the trafficking of illegal contraband for the group Mobstyle? Excuse me, sir. Have you not killed people for AZ and other family members of Mobstyle?
Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lie.
As I sit in this cell and dwell, think about all the parties and all the bitches and all my niggas, and how I wound up in this cell, all the shootouts and getting shot the fuck up, all the blocks. I also remember going to see Mama Brown. Obituary, I remember leaving the same cell, shackled up. One of the worst days of my life, going to my mother's funeral, shackled up. Don't miss you, Mama Brown. Then I just sit up in this cell and just rock. About all the Mobstyle shit, paid in full shit, just getting left behind. Kinda used to this shit by now. Know what this shit is all about. The streets don't change, it's the niggas that walk on. Put niggas like me in places like this, cause they can't do their fucking time. 95% of the motherfuckers that tell, they tell to be back with a bitch. It don't be about no money. It don't be about the kids. It be to be with a bitch. 95% of the niggas who tell to go home and be with their bitch. Who ain't shit no how. One of the reasons why I just started this thing called No Friends. I want to welcome y'all to hell. Something that I'm used to living in most of my life, behind doors. Some shit a lot of you motherfuckers wouldn't understand, but those of you who do, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. All the screaming, all the yelling, all the crying, chains and shit rattling all night. Niggas knocking, banging on doors, kicking them. Yeah. I guess volume 3. This one here gonna be a real ride. I hope you motherfuckers could really relate to this type of shit here, cause it really don't get no realer than this. So if y'all ready for this shit here, let's go.
Yeah, fall in, everybody. Shut up back there. All right. Welcome to CPSU, better known as the Bing. What we got here? Oh, you come here. Put your suit on. That's the last suit you're gonna wear for a long time. And you, are you a predicate cutter, huh? No friends? There's a lot of those in here. You'll fit in real
You only get 1 hour, 3 meals to devour, a phone call a week, a jumpsuit, and 1 shower. In the beginning, house of dangerous men, cage heat, rage beast in the pen. The Bing where you be locked down for 23. Come out buck cutting any nigga you see. Get blown over the phone, get smashed out with a chair, get stabbed up in the rear, get thrown over the tier.
1 South, 2 South, 3 South G. Fuck the cookie flow, I don't fuck with C's. 1 hour in the shower, nigga, that's your rag. Fuck the COs, the captains and the devs. This is dedicated to the incarcerated. This is dedicated to the intoxicated. This is dedicated to the blocks who made it, to the cops who hate it, and to the spots that they raided.
Look, bing, bing. bing, bing.
Hey yo, fam, I can't sleep, fam. That's my word, man. That song, man. Hey yo, dog, man, for real, man. On the noise, man, for real, man, for real, man. I'm trying to sleep, fam. Hey yo, fam, how many days you got, fam?
All right, lights out, let's go.
For real,
All this time I wasted.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The reason why I'm also want to just do the movie now, first of all, with doing the music as far as the Mobstyle and the Game of Death and all the albums and all the singles and all the videos and all the shit we done put out.
Right.
You know, a nigga like me never got a dime, man. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a nigga that been in jail every time something popped off good, you know, or when we had something good, I went to jail and, you know, I'll be in the guy watching the motherfucking videos. We just shot right before I go to jail, and motherfuckers got bitches in the video.
Yeah.
All kind of fuck shit while I'm in jail and shit.
Right.
Often sitting there selling well about that Mobstyle shit, that game over shit. You know what I mean? That gangster shit. That rougher, that gangster shit part 2. Yeah. That shit could have been some other shit, man. That the rap game had let us in. But they really didn't want us up in there because they already knew, man. We was already rich, man. We already had all the shit that they had. Some of them came and borrowed it from us. I'd just be so disgusted about the whole situation, man. Not only about just us being able to, you know, we had a chance to really like do it for Harlem, do it for the East Coast, man. You know what I mean? Like, once we did that gangster shit, and told Capone said stomping niggas from Compton with one punch and NWA got back at us, man, it was a wrap. We were supposed to be out of here, man.
Black, the good, the bad, the ugly, see? A little streetwise nigga, you know me. Rolling with some real niggas playing for keeps, but you motherfuckers know who run the streets.
And then we did another song, and then they did another song getting at us. I mean, like, man, we were supposed to be fucking out of here. Mobstyle was supposed to be out of here. And, I mean, like, for real, I still to the day can't believe that I really just didn't really want to have nothing to do with the shit. Like, you know, I would have been a goddamn fool, man, to have let that shit go by me like that, man. But, yeah, man, I feel like it was just really just all for nothing, man. Get a fucking dime out of it, man. Every time we got a deal, this is where I winded up at. Every time I watched a fucking video on Ralph McDaniel's video music box, I watched it from right in one of these motherfuckers. Yeah, man, they always just left me in jail, man. Never bailed me out, never visited me. I went upstate at 17 years old. You know that picture y'all all glorified? You know the picture with Alpo and Richard Porter when Alpo got the leather on, the Louis Vuitton long leather, and Rich got the mink on and he hugging them. Yeah, y'all wouldn't believe where that party was at. They talked about a lot of shit and paid in full, but they ain't talk about the real shit. That was my going away party. 17 years old. I was going upstate to a juvie camp for 24 months for sniffing coke and selling coke. I never snitched on a nigga in my life. Never whined about shit. Always took it like a fucking man. Cause I thought that's what it was about. I thought keeping it real was the shit. I ain't know nothing about getting bailed out. I didn't know if you got locked up for your man, drugs, your man was supposed to bail you out. I just didn't know nothing about that. I was young. I get locked up and get ROR. I get locked up, get ROR. I get locked up, get ROR. All my niggas did was just shove more drugs in my pocket. Every time I got out, they put more drugs in my pocket. Until one day I walked in front of the judge and he looked at me and he said, man, there's no wonder you ain't been upstate yet. He said, look, you're not going nowhere, man. You want to sit for a minute. So that's what I did. I sat on the island for the longest this time and got a real taste of it. Had to go to school on Rikers Island and all that dumbass shit. Rikers Island raised me, you could say that, man. My father, I ain't had that. Rikers Island raised me. I could truly say that. Yeah, man, I was a little skinny nigga, man. I was fly. I was part of AZ, Alpo, you know, the crew, Mobstyle, you know. And thank God I was a G, though, at that age and skinny like that, because the Brooklyn niggas and the Bronx niggas just loved me, man. I mean, I got into a few fights with the Bronx niggas, man. I remember a nigga named KB and Spike, man. The nigga took my sneakers, man. Me and the nigga fought, man. Nigga bust my fucking nose, man. I was so fucking mad. There was nothing I could do. He got the fucking sneakers, I ain't gonna lie. But another nigga came up in there with some goddamn ponies. They was brand fucking new. I did the same thing KB and them did to me. I bust that nigga in the motherfucking nose and took his motherfucking sneakers and put them on my feet. And I started learning how to jail. And yeah, man, you know, that was some shit AZ and them ain't know nothing about. See, when I was in jail, jailing, they was on the street driving cars, fucking bitches, spending money. You know, niggas ain't think about Gangsta Lou. And then when I got out, I ain't get out to no money. I ain't get out to no car. I ain't get out to shit. All I got out to was the streets. But once again, I thought that was part of keeping it real. You know, I didn't know when you came home from jail, niggas were supposed to bless you. I didn't know these things. Niggas didn't do these things for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn the hard way. So, you know, that's the reason why I got a lot of anger towards Mobstyle. I mean, I ain't never got a fucking dime out of that shit. I mean, Bismarck, I could truly say he kept it real with the situation with us in NWA because he bought me the Eazy-E one night. We was at this club called the California Club. Eazy-E was in there. And Bismarck called me over and bought me the Eazy-E and introduced us, and we shook hands and we hugged each other, and he gave me his number, I gave him my number, and I hollered at him one time. And he was in Oakland, he told me, and I was supposed to get with him, but he wound up getting sick and passing and shit, man. And I don't know, man. All of them was my niggas, man. Like, you know, I just wanted to be loyal to Mobstyle. I remember when I was with Bismarck, you know, he took me on tour and shit. I performed with him, MC Light, Granddaddy IU, Kid Capri. Yeah, I performed with them out in Texas and shit. You know, I ripped that motherfucker, and how I got that job, you know, I used to be with Biz all the time, but my flow was always crazy and shit. So they was doing, I think, Harlem Week at the State Building on 125th Street and shit. And I remember Cool G Rap, all the rappers was there and shit. And Biz was like, yo, Gangsta, you want to go on stage and rock tonight? So I was like, yo, in front of all these people? He was like, yeah, man, you could do it. I said, fuck it. I got on stage with Biz. He introduced me, Mobstyle, Gangsta Lou. Crowd went crazy. I was looking like, damn, we really some fucking body. So he passed me the mic. They threw on the Pointer Sisters. I never forget it, man. Say, yes, you can, yes, you can, or I can't. Say, yes, you can, won't I? Say, yes, you can, I said, oh, that beat is. I can't really remember the shit I kicked, but I know Biz got it because I was just at his house some years ago and he still had the fucking footage of us performing at the State Building. And I ripped that motherfucker so bad that nigga Biz took me on tour with him and shit. And that was my first check and shit I got and shit, for cold chilling and shit. And Biz had pulled me to the side one day and told me he had a contract and shit for me. Wanted me to sign and shit, cold chilling. And I had let Biz know that I was with AZ and Mobstyle and shit, you know, and I couldn't just walk away from him like that. So Biz looked at me and said, look, man, y'all drug dealers, man, like, you got potential, like, You know, like, you got real potential. Like, what are you gonna do, man? You gonna sign this contract or you gonna stay selling drugs with AZ? And I looked at Bismarck and I said, yo, Biz, I ain't even gonna lie to you, but there's nowhere in the world I could walk away from AZ, man. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a fucking mistake, man. That's just it, man. It's just a fucking bad mistake, man. You know, I done made so many fucking mistakes. I done had so many opportunities, man. But, yeah, man, Mobstyle, yeah, man. We had a lot of shit going on, man. I remember one time we performed in the Bronx and shit. Not even 2 minutes into our song, Gangsta Shit, man, a nigga got shot right in the head, man. I mean, for real, every show we did, we killed that motherfucker, like. I mean, like, we had some real good music, man. We had a good opportunity, man, like, to really, really represent the East Coast, like that real hardcore rap shit, like, for real. Like, niggas didn't understand our shit, man. Mobstyle was before its time. It really was, because we was talking about the shit we was living. We was talking about Cristal, we was talking about Don P, we was talking about Rolexes, we was talking about Lorenzo rims, we was talking about piping on seats. Like, man, come on, man. Minks, jury, whatever lane niggas want to go in, man. Niggas know who really started it, man. Like, they didn't really do it like us. Like, they didn't, man. We had some good shit, man. We really did, man. You know, probably would have never existed if AZ didn't get shot up. You know? Yeah, man. Mobstyle, man. It was some good times with that shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. We had the Mobstyle shirts made. We was on the block hustling. Motherfucking detectives jumped out, went in the car, took the Mobstyle shirts out the car, took their shirts off, and put the Mobstyle shirts over their bulletproof vests and jumped back in their cars and took off. That's when I knew Mobstyle was big, or was gonna be big. And how I knew I was hot, I'll never forget it, man. I was standing on 132nd and 7th Avenue doing what I do. I seen a Porsche pull up, convertible. I looked, LL. He said, yo, you Gangsta Lou? I said, you LL. That nigga turned the volume up, he was rocking rough. My verse.
Gangsta Lou, yo, I grew up rough. Shooting, fighting, stabbing, see, that started me tough. Then one day, this chump thought it was a bluff. Kept on fucking with me till I couldn't take enough. So then I went in my pocket and yo, pulled out my blade. This chump was kinda big and no, I wasn't afraid. Swung real hard, you with my blade. I left a lifetime scar on the side of his face.
He looked at me again, he said, yo, this is you, right? I said, yeah. He said, yo, your verses. And then he pulled off. Standing there saying to myself, that's LL talking about my shit. 30 minutes later, who pulled back up? LL. Know what he was playing? Rough again. Looked at me again. Yo, this shit is crazy. LL, I know, man, when you see this shit or anybody, man, tell you this shit, man, you gonna say, man, that nigga Gangsta Lou is not lying, man. You remember that day. I know you do, bro. Yeah, this is part of history, my nigga. It's part of my life. I know I'll never forget it. Just like I never forget when you and Tone Capone battled. You made Tone Capone look real crazy, but we ain't gonna talk about that one, man. Like, yeah, man, but yeah, man, we had some major shit going on, man, with the Mobstyle shit, man, you know? I ain't gonna blame it all on A, man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we didn't know nothing about the politics. We didn't know nothing about none of that shit, man. All we knew was how to just, you know, kick real shit, put real shit on top of promotion, on top of music, and sit back and just see what people say about it, man. It just seemed to just work itself out, man. We didn't have to put too much hard work into nothing, man, you know? But yeah, man, you know, shout out to AZ, man, you know, Whip Watt, Tone Capone, you know what I mean, for real, man, Mobstyle family, you know what I mean, and yeah, my 145th Street, St. Nicholas niggas, you know what I mean, and, you know, my women and all my bros, you know what I mean, anybody that I love and anybody that love me, you feel me?
The word boss, I never liked it. I never liked it at all. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, if anybody know the true definition of being abused, you know what I'm saying? I guess being taken advantage of, I guess not being mistreated, I guess all those could be forms of abuse. But I put the boss behind it. And the reason why I put the boss behind it is because so many niggas die and go to prison that's just like me or was just like me. And a boss, all the fuck he did was abuse them. And how he abused them, he didn't necessarily physically abuse them, he mentally abused them, he verbally abused them, he just abused them. And how so? By leaving a motherfucker on the corner when it's below zero weather to sell your shit, which is all good. But all you do is come back and just grab your fucking money, pull off in your car, and leave the nigga standing out there. I don't know if the nigga gonna get murdered, go to prison, or not. It really don't matter, just as long as this nigga got your money. One phase. Or it could be something could have happened to you when this nigga pulled off. You still gonna have a problem with the boss, because now either you gonna have to work over to make back whatever it was you lost, or depending on the boss it is, dictate what he might do. You might fuck you up, might have you fucked up, might have anything happen, which is a true another definition of abuse. You understand what I'm saying?
Paid in full. I remember when Paid in Full was trapped. I remember when AZ first wrote it. I don't know why he made the decisions that he made with certain people that he made the decisions with. And then when shit didn't go, well, rather it went the other way instead of going his way, he want to blame somebody. When in all reality, all you had to do was just follow the blueprint. That's all you had to do, man. That's all you had to do, man. Is keep it 1,000, man. I should not be doing what I'm doing. You should have did it. You should have introduced me to the motherfucking world. You should have let the people know. At the end of the day, who really started this shit, man? For real, man. Like, how could you? Why would you even let them even do a movie knowing that the shit ain't right, bro? That's just why the shit didn't work out. It didn't work out because it wasn't right from the start. And the reason why it wasn't right from the start, because you didn't put the right people in it. You didn't even mention the right people in it. And that's just why shit went south. And I mean, like, for real, we all supposed to be rich. Our kids are supposed to be rich. There's no way in the world they supposed to take our life like that, man. Take our history, take our blood, sweat, and tears, and profit the way they did, to the point where that shit is still being showed. People still watching it. People still talk about it. People still love it. And we don't get no recognition at all. Well, I ain't get none. Let's put it like that. I don't think Charlie C got none. I don't think Stan got none. I don't think Kato got none. I don't think Wild Al got none. I don't think Chasen got none. I don't think Travis got none. It's fucked up, man. And if I was dead, I wouldn't have got none. Or in prison. I remember I was a young nigga, I used to be walking around and shit on the island. Brooklyn niggas used to be like, yo, man, he down with AZ and them niggas, yo. It's like, he ain't down with AZ. That nigga been in here 3 months, man. If that nigga was down with them, he'd be out. Why the fuck is you still in here? Yo, yo, my nigga, you don't belong in here. Jail is not for you, Slim. You gotta get the fuck out of here, Slim, man. Don't come back. As soon as I got out, I was right back. Same niggas. You know what they said to me when they saw me? Hey, yo, look who back. Oh, asshole. Yeah, that was my name back there on the island. I was called Asshole. That's because I came there so much. I don't know how many times I seen that green cup and that nasty ass wool blanket they gave you with the toothbrush and the soap and the toothpaste in it. I don't know how many times I carried that shit and walked down that fucking long ass hallway. Faux building. A lot of you niggas wouldn't have made it back then in them buildings. 4 main house of pain, 2 upper house of rucker. Niggas don't know nothing about none of that shit, man. I ain't gonna whine about the paid in full shit. I ain't gonna whine about the Mobstyle shit. I ain't gonna whine about none of it. I'm gonna do something about it though. That's why I got the original Gangsta Lou story. I can't wait. Somebody to snatch this shit up, man. So we can get the real money. So we can talk about the real paid in full shit, you know? I heard A tell a story about how we was at the park playing ball, but he didn't even mention me once again. He said he was at the park with somebody playing ball and heard the shots. It's not the truth. It is not the fucking truth, man. The truth is me, him, and Witwa walked from 132nd and 7th to 122nd and 2nd Avenue to the park to play ball. We was in there playing ball. Right before I could make a jump shot, a layup or whatever, I heard fucking gunshots. I looked at A, I looked at Whip and him, I said, yo, did y'all hear that? They say, hear what? I said, yo, y'all niggas ain't hear all them gunshots just now? They said, nah, Lou, man, you bugging. I said, nah, I'm not bugging, let's get out the park. Nigga A said, nah, Lou, man, the game almost over. Let's finish the game. I grabbed the ball. I said, yo, we out, man. I started walking out the park, man. A and Whip started following me. We walked all the way back from 122nd and 2nd to 132nd and 2nd, 7th Avenue. And as we got there, what we seen? Poe. Almost ran us over that night with the Suzuki Jeep. I'll never forget it. I remember like it was yesterday, man. You know? That nigga Rich, man, that night he died, he was standing on the corner. He was laughing when I looked at him. And I kind of thought to myself, like, damn. How he do that shit? Like, I know he got some shit going on because his little brother just got kidnapped. But he trying so hard to just be normal. And that shit hurt me to see him do it. Even though I know he was doing it just to try to just make people just feel like, you know, everything was gonna be okay, but I think deep inside he knew it wasn't. And like maybe 10 minutes into that smile, that laugh rather, his beeper went off and he looked at it. He looked up at me and he said, yo, I gotta go somewhere, I'll be back. And he walked down toward Lance. That was the last time I seen Rich that night. So when I think about the paid in full shit, man, you know, I think about all the niggas that's dead, T-Money, everybody, Black Just, you know, my brother. A lot of people died on 132nd Street shit. My brother was found on the roof. His best friend shot him 6 times and put him in a box, nailed the box closed, and left him up there for rats to eat him so my brother couldn't even have an open casket. That's how his friend did him, his best friend, that he went on a jukes with. They fought over the shit that they juxed. And my brother beat him up and kept the most So he shot him 6 times. This is what friends do all the time. See what happened to Rich? Friends. This is just why I stress so much, no friends, man. You really gotta be family or family like. Cause if I feel you a friend, or if I even think you coming at me as a friend, from a friend's point of view or from a friend's angle, I'ma handle you like a friend. I remember, man, the night Poe bought his BMW. He bought the same 745 that AZ had. The same color, the same exact car. I don't know what he thought he was doing when he pulled up. Cause AZ looked at him and looked at the car. AZ said, take that car back. Soon as possible. Poe looked at him, Poe said, I'm gonna take it back tomorrow. I said, well, before you do that, let me take you somewhere and show you some shit. He said, where, Lou? I said, let me take you out to Queens and show you some niggas that got money. If not like us, they got more money than us, and these niggas is young and black. I took A out there, but now I'm gonna take you. So me and Poe jumped in the 745, flew out to Queens, took him to Baisley. At this time, Prince was home. Preem was in prison. Institution to Prince, all the rest of the niggas and shit. They said, yo, so what y'all trying to do? I said, nigga, we fucking with y'all. They said, we going to the skating ring. I said, so we going too. So I remember like it was yesterday, we all jumped on the highway. That nigga Prince jumped on that motherfucking highway with the brand new 500, the long joint. I don't know what that one is, the EL or the LL, I don't know. But the long limo looking motherfucking joint. And that shit was bone, like that off-white, that pretty off-white, like that shit was pretty as a motherfucker. And we had about 7 motherfucking machines, man. And we was on the motherfucking highway in Queens flying to the skating ring. And all of a sudden and shit, I start seeing like the car Prince was driving and kind of like swerved a little bit and shit. That motherfucker spinned out, hit the wall, bounced off, hit another wall, spinned out, hit another wall. Niggas jumped out that motherfucking car, jumped into his men's cars, took their shit out the trunk, money and all that, and left that motherfucking brand new Benz right on the motherfucking highway like it was a goddamn Honda. I looked at Poe, I said, well, you ever seen some shit like that? Nigga ain't even shed a tear, nigga ain't even yelled, raised his voice, nothing. Nigga jumped out, popped the trunk, grabbed bags of money, threw it in the other car with his niggas, and left it. But that ain't the end of the story though. Shit. After we left that skating ring, nigga Prince said, come on man, follow us back to the fucking project. So we followed him back to the project, and right across the street from the project was Preem Mother's house. The only house on that street, a white house, I'll never forget it. And the nigga Prince pulled in front of that motherfucker, and he popped that motherfucking garage, and it was another 500 Benz, off-white, the same exact color, the same exact motherfucking car. Brand motherfucking new. So I looked at Prince, and then I looked at Poe, and then Poe looked at Prince, and then Poe said to Prince, what, you got 2 of them? That nigga Prince looked at Poe and said, no. I bought this for my uncle so when he get out of jail, he'd have one. Well, my eyes almost jumped out of my motherfucking head because I've heard and seen all kind of fly shit, but that was one of the flyest motherfucking experiences I ever experienced in my life. Like, What the fuck you mean this man got a brand new car in a goddamn garage and this man is sitting in prison some motherfucking where? This man ain't even touched the steering wheel. Ain't no telling when he coming home. So this is how much money you niggas got. So, you know, me and Poe, we riding back home, and that's all I'm talking about the whole ride, man. I don't want to talk about nothing else but what I just seen and what he just seen, and I want him to get back to Harlem and tell AZ the same shit that I've been trying to tell him the whole fucking time. Like, look, man, I got some niggas that's really lit. So when motherfuckers talk about paying in full, man, that shit pisses me the fuck off, man. You know, my niggas died, man. My niggas is dead, man. My niggas wasn't mentioned. Some of my niggas is in prison. They gonna die in prison. My niggas was not mentioned. My niggas ain't even thought about, man. Some of these niggas' kids walk around me, man. I got my nigga Bomber Z son right now in Elmira. Lil RC. Yeah, I did 8 the first time. Now we got a fresh what? I think they just gave him a fresh 30 clip. This boy's in his 20s, man. Don't do so when you talk about paying in full, man. Fuck paid in full, man. That shit ain't did nothing for me and my kids, man. Like, God bless Richard Porter and his brother and everybody, man. I mean, like, man, but, man, shit, man. Like, it's bigger than that, man. It's deeper than that, man. You know? I remember sitting in the car with Rich and A. When fucking A is asking him about the kidnappers, did they call? And what did they say? And when he said, yo, he didn't have the money, no. People, you know, they tell stories, but they have the stories almost right, but it ain't exactly right. You gotta be there in order to talk about certain shit. Like, it wasn't that Rich didn't have the money. It wasn't that Rich couldn't get the money. He just didn't have it at that time. It was all over the place. I know. I was sitting in the car with AZ and Richard Porter. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, in the front seat. A and Richard sitting in the back. I can hear everything that's being said. I heard what Richard said when A asked him, what did you say when the kidnappers asked you for the money? Rich said, I told him I didn't have it. A said, why the fuck did you tell him that, man? Why did you tell him that, man? A looked at Rich, he said, yo, you should not have told him that, man. Why did you tell him that? Man, Rich looked at A, man. He said, hey, man, I ain't got it right now, man. You got money like that? A said, yeah, I got money like that laying around. I'm going to repeat it again, man, for you motherfuckers to hear, man, this shit, man. The man said he had the money laying around. Laying around. He had it laying around. He didn't have to go to nobody for no money. Not AZ. He had more money than all of them put together. The bank was in the car with Rich. Rich just didn't know that he had the bank in the car with him. Because if he knew that, he'd have told him, yeah, I got the money. And would have told A. And A would have gave it to him. It hurt me. It hurt me bad, man. It hurt me so bad. It hurt me because this nigga A was willing to just give up whatever for somebody else's brother, man. You know,
My motto is this, my nigga. I go to war with anything that do anything to women, kids, and old people. I'ma say it again. I'ma be that nigga that's gonna go to war with anybody that do anything to women, kids, and old people. You feel me? So with that being said, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, you know, okay, I'm supposed to be, you know, Gangsta Lou. You know what I mean? Killer, this, that, and the third, stick up kid, yada, 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 this, that, and the, you know, like for real, motherfuckers really don't know me, man. Y'all really don't know me. Y'all don't know me at all, man. And I'm sick and tired of motherfucking stereotyping because of shit they done heard from faggot niggas or from fake niggas that don't know me or from niggas that just fear me just because. But I'm gonna set the record fucking straight. I never done something to nobody that didn't deserve it.
I'm gonna start this one off with the Jim Jones situation. A lot of people had it all fucked up about me. I'm gonna take it all where it started at. So, bullies or men or people in general that just do shit to women, kids, and old people, I just feel like, I don't want to say death because I wouldn't wish nobody death, but by all means necessary, I feel like a person should face the most serious consequences there could be for doing something to a woman, kid, or old person. Now, when I say doing something, I don't mean arguing, fighting. I'm talking about really doing something like raping. I'm talking about killing. I'm talking about robbing. Like, that's when it becomes Gangsta Lou's problem. When I first came home from jail, Jim Jones, and it was on 145th Street in Broadway in Amsterdam. They had a van, they was selling clothes, they was doing good for themselves. I was proud of them. I used to walk through there a lot of times. They used to look out for me. I guess more so because first of all, they knew that was my block. Second of all, I had just came home for a body on that same block. So it was just like so much shit going on at that time that, you know, what was understood really didn't need to be explained when it came down to certain things, when it came down to 145th Street. So like I was saying, yeah, they was selling clothes, they was doing good, I was fucking with them hard. And making a long story short, they got the deal, they started getting money, and then they changed. And how they changed, they became the aggressors. You know, like, I'm talking about really the aggressors, you know? Aggressors, the oppressors, whichever one you want to use, they were both of them. And, yeah, a partner of mine had a little brother who, at this time was 15 years old. He was running the streets, but he wasn't really running the streets like that. But he was a good kid, a real good kid. You know, he was special. His name was Phoenix, and his brother, you know, had asked me one day, could I talk to him? I guess his little brother really looked up to me as a real big brother. Not that he didn't look up to his brother as one, but I mean, I'm more so like everybody's big brother when it comes down to my niggas. So I told him to get his little brother, so he got him. We sat in the room with him, so I asked him, was he smoking weed? He told me, yeah. I asked him, was he selling weed? He told me, yeah. So I told him he wouldn't sell no more weed. I told him that I wanted to get him some DVDs and some CDs. September was coming, maybe like not that month, but maybe the next month after. I had told him that I would get him some CDs and some DVDs to go up on 145th Street and Broadway in Amsterdam to sell, because that's where all the other little guys sold their little DVDs and CDs at, was on 145th between Broadway and Amsterdam. So I went and got him the DVDs and the CDs, and he went up there, and you know, he was trying to sell them and, you know, get his money right for September. And then he ran into Jim Jones and them, and then I don't really know actual like the facts, because I wasn't really there and I done heard so many different versions of the shit. But at the end of the day, you know, Phoenix died on his watch. You know, I can't say it was his car, I can't say it was his gun. I can't say what he said out of his mouth, because like I said, I wasn't there. But like I couldn't say it was on his watch, it was on his time. So with that being said, I felt like he was responsible. Not only did I feel like he was responsible, I really felt like I was more responsible than anybody, because actually it was my idea to get him the CDs and the DVDs. Had I known that they was going to press him and ask him why he didn't have their CDs or DVDs in his bag, and he couldn't sell his DVDs or CDs up there if he didn't have their CDs or DVDs in their bag. If I would have known that they was going to kill him, or that he was going to die over some DVDs or some CDs, I would have never even came up with the idea in the first place. But that's neither here nor there, man. It happened, like, you know, and I'm still not over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I kind of like snapped for a minute, you know, like, I can remember I was in the Bronx when I got the phone call from Thaddeus. He had told me his baby brother had got shot, and I had jumped in the first whip I could grab and flew over to Harlem. And when I got to the hospital, he was still alive. And I had told Thaddeus, I said, he gonna make it, man. You know, what about it? He gonna make it. But then he wound up leaving us, and it still do got an effect on me to the day. It really do have a really effect on me, because I live with this shit every day. It just seems like every time I try to do right or try to help somebody, it backfires on me. Yeah, man, back to the topic. Yeah, that was really one of my motivations for like just flipping. Like, I really just flipped the fuck out. Like, you know, the shit just hurt me so fucking bad. Like, I still see this boy's mother and his father and his brothers and his sisters. And when I see him, I feel like I got love and I'm getting love and they love me. But, you know, I be putting myself in these shoes, and I be like saying to myself, like, how would I really feel about me if that was me when I was them? So, you know, that part of it kills me. And then last but not least, it's like motherfuckers like kind of job like will portray you know what I'm saying? They try to make me seem like this bad guy, like this villain, or like this jealous motherfucker. Like, to be honest with you, like, I ain't never been jealous of a person that had nothing in my life. And I'm gonna give thanks to AZ on that one, because he told me when I was young to never worry about what a motherfucker had. Just worry about myself. So that's just all I've ever known, is to worry about myself. But what kills me is, I wonder if it was on the other foot. What would they have said about me? Had a little boy at 15 years old died on my watch. Died because of me. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, what would y'all say? I mean, like, motherfuckers already talk bad about me, which I really don't give a fuck. But one thing they can say is that I'm not fair. I never did nothing to nobody that didn't deserve it. I mean, call me petty, call me tit for tat, call me what the fuck you like, but just don't call me no sucker, don't call me no snitch, don't call me no bitch, Don't call me no clown ass nigga. Just call me a G, man. That's just all I'm gonna be, man. I'm just, you know, I'm sitting here in this cell and I'm just representing, like, I mean, like, I'm talking to the folks. I just want y'all all to listen to me and get full understanding of, you know, why I am the way I am and why I do some of the shit I do. Like, for real, like, you know, I'm a fair guy, like, seriously, like, thank God for Bone and 5-5 Freddy. I mean, they came and talked to me and helped me and helped me look at things a different way. Gotta thank God first, for real though. You know how he say, you know, you're supposed to forgive. So, you know, I'm still working on that, but I'll never forget, you know. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Lil Phoenix, man, you know. I just got so much work to do, man. I'm Gangsta Lou from Mobstyle, Paid in Full. You ever seen the movie Paid in Full? Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of them dudes, you feel me? Yeah. What's your name, bro? Mike, pleasure meeting you, Mike. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, you got pretty daughters too, bro. Yeah, God bless you, man. Yes, he did.
It was our birthday yesterday.
Wow, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right. Peace, bro.
9 years old.
Yeah. 9 years old. Wow. Gotta get that shotgun ready. Yeah. You know, this is how we doing. This is my little brother machine. We got all kind of machines, you know what I mean? Cayennes, Ferraris, you know, Phantoms, you know, Ranges. Whatever y'all want to see, man, I pull them out the garages, man. I ain't been home in 5 years. I come home, niggas give me 50,000 to put in my pocket.
100?
Yeah, 100. Was it 100?
It was 100,000. It was 100,000.
So, niggas put money in the account for me, gave me all kind of credit cards. Yeah. Yo, Alan, go inside my inside jacket pocket that I had, not the inside, but the top pocket of the goddamn jacket I had on the other day. Get that credit card out for me. And let the world know how I'm doing it. This is the directors for the new movie, the original Gangsta Lou story. And I got the book, documentary, it's on and popping. I don't even belong in New York right now. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas some shit I ain't supposed to be telling. Every time something happened to somebody, they say the gangster did it. So I had to leave, go to Atlanta. I tried to go to North Carolina, they said, we don't really want your kind. I went to DC, they said, get the fuck out of here, gangster. You're not gonna come tear our city up. So I went to Atlanta where I got all the love at. Atlanta welcomed me, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta didn't care nothing about the bodies, the jail shit, the blood. She didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. Atlanta just welcomed the gangster. You feel me? So Atlanta, I welcome you back. Yeah, from Atlanta to New York, from New York to Atlanta. You know, I don't know why every time somebody gets shot or somewhere found, they say I did it. So I had to leave New York. I'm tired of getting blamed for shit I didn't do. I remember when I first got in trouble, man. Shit was fucked up, man. I had 6 cars. I mean, I had machines like a motherfucker. I had that CLS, had the M3, had the CLK 55, I had the Charger, I had the motherfucking Bentley, the Mulliner. I had the motherfucking pickup truck. Actually, I had 2 fucking Chargers because I had a black one first and then I went and bought a red one. Bought my girl an X5. But I had a lot of shit, man. And I dumbed out, man. I bungee jumped and then strapped the fuck up once again, man. You know? Not using my fucking head. You know? And, motherfuckers just put me in a situation like, how can I say it, like, you know, like a fucking pit bull that might be chained up to a fucking door and Here, this motherfucker got a pork chop or a steak in their hand, and they keep going like this with it, and keep going like this with it, and they know the motherfucking dog that's chained to the door is a fucking pit bull. You know it. So now when this motherfucker get a hold of your motherfucking ass, what he gonna do? He ain't got no choice. You been teasing him all this time. You ain't feed this nigga. He gonna eat you and the steak. That's just what's gonna happen. So that's the same thing that happens with me. You know, motherfuckers can fuck with me. Keep fucking with me. Keep fucking with me. And then all of a sudden shit get crazy. I did it. This is what they say. Why? Why is it that way all the time? I don't bother nobody. I ain't did nothing to nobody, man. Not first anyway. But motherfuckers just fuck with a nigga, man. So now I get in trouble. Niggas lying on me, saying I did this. Police looking for me. Most wanted. My pictures posted all on walls, precincts. I'm fucked up now. I ain't got no choice but to leave. Where am I go? All I ever know is New York. Harlem, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. That's all I ever know. I don't know nothing about no other place but New York. But I had to go. Cause you know why? I already went to jail one time, facing 30 to life, for some shit I didn't do. Motherfuckers knew I didn't do it, but they still kept me. So I said, you know what? If I ever get blamed for anything, I don't give a fuck whether I did it or not. I'm gone. That's it. I'm gone. Because y'all police do not play fair. You know, instead of y'all motherfuckers investigating and really finding out what the fuck and who the fuck and why the fuck, because it's always a why, but y'all don't even care about that. You know, it's just all about the person, the subject, or whatever the fuck you want to call a motherfucker, man. So, what I do? I left. Went to North Carolina first. Motherfuckers. I stayed in Durham. Matt Dougal Projects. Shout out to Face Mob and them niggas, you know what I mean? I wound up with some young gunners, man. These niggas was on some other type of time and shit. I started thinking like, man, you already got a situation at home, man. You gotta get away from these young gunners fast, gangster. I stayed with these niggas for about 9 months straight. And finally got away from niggas and took my show on the road and went to motherfucking Atlanta, Georgia. And jumped on that motherfucking Greyhound and arrived. Got there, it was hot as a bitch in Atlanta. I got this leather jacket with these hot ass boots on. I'm fucked up. I ain't got nothing to no one. Met a nigga from Harlem named Mo, Master Mo. My nigga, thank God for God. Thank you, Jesus. Send me to Mo. I got with Mo. Shit. Mo had a house with a motherfucking pool with a bunch of kids. 5 women. All kind of reefer. 12 pit bulls. All kind of shit. Well, I wasn't used to none of that shit because all I know is projects, you know, sidewalks, bandit buildings. I don't know nothing about no house and no fucking pools and no fucking trees and no grass and no dogs. And, man, I'm a city nigga, man, but what the fuck I done got myself into now, man? How the fuck I'm gonna do this one, man? This shit here is real slippery. My nigga Mo, man, welcomed me in his house, man, like I was a brother for real from another mother, man. Took care of me, man. Held me down for 2 years in his house, man. I slept on that man's couch, man. That man made sure I was good, man, you know what I mean? Really looked out for me, man.
Him and his girl Brandy. I'll never forget them, man. As soon as I get that bag, man, I gotta go back and bless them, man. Got to. Mandatory. My nigga Hutter Butter. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Big Zip. His wife, his kids. I ain't know nothing about getting up every morning to eat breakfast and all that shit. All I know about breakfast is goddamn McDonald's and goddamn deli or something, man. The fuck? Smelling breakfast in the morning, all kind of shit, man. But yeah, man, you know, I learned a lot, man, fucking with them, man. I was living with them for 2 years, man. I started learning that, you know, shit. Nigga gotta learn how to appreciate little things, man. Appreciate a lot of things, man. Just don't take shit for granted, man. Because you just never know when you might find yourself in a situation, man. So here I am in trouble. I'm dead broke. I'm on the run. I'm fucked up, but I'm Gangsta Lou. I'm cut from a different cloth. Thank God. So niggas welcomed me, gave me shit, showed me shit. Put me in nice cribs and shit like that. Helped me find my way. Ran into the homies. Homie Rizzo, you know what I mean? The homie Star. Can't forget about my nigga Ron, him and his wife. Held me down. You know, the whole Atlanta held me down, man. I love Atlanta so much, my nigga. I can't wait to get this bag because I'm going back home, man. Atlanta's my second home, man. I know, you know, there's a lot of killing and shit out there, but Atlanta's not for everybody. See, that's what it is about Atlanta. Everybody think they could just pack up and move to Atlanta, and you just can't. You have to be a certain type of person for Atlanta to really fuck with you, because Atlanta's a different type of animal, man. I wouldn't lie to you, man. I went out there with that New York attitude for about 5 years, until they put me in them motherfucking jails and showed me what slavery really was about. I thought slavery was over until I did time out there. Shit me. Them country niggas go hard, man. They doing time for real. They chain ganging and all kind of shit, man. 22-hour lockdown? Man, I ate 22 hours a day. I was locked behind a goddamn door. Just like this. Can't forget about my homie Samad. You know what I mean? All my niggas, man, held me down, man, in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Motherfucking Wright Street 5 North. Can't forget about my nigga Shooter. My nigga Twin that killed the boxer. Big Twin at that. Love you, boy. And my nigga Denver Lane. Copped out to 15 straight. Young boy. 22 years old. Real niggas, man. With real numbers, man. Holding it down, man, like real niggas supposed to. Not telling, not whining, not bitching. Behind these doors for 22 fucking hours a day. My nigga Denver Lane, he was fighting his joint for 5 years. My nigga Big Twin, he was behind this door for 7 years. Fighting this nigga was facing the death penalty. His co-defendants got life plus 50. Yeah, life plus 50. Imagine that. Niggas got life plus 50. Nobody told nothing. Niggas went to the chain gang. They called it down the road. Niggas went and did their time. My young bull, Denver Lane, 22 years old, copped out to 15 straight. Armed robberies. This is what these niggas is doing in Atlanta, man. Niggas is killing niggas over plasma TVs, man. I was in jail with a nigga who killed his nephew over a slice of bread at his fucking birthday cookout. You know, we sit in New York and we complain about this, that, and the third. We got it bad, but we ain't got it that bad. I thought we did till I lived in the South for 11 years. Got a taste of that old dirty, that bottom they call it, the swamp, you know, the mud. Like, when you start doing biz in the South, then you know, man, like, for real, man. And you repping your city, like, I got the NY on me biggest motherfucking day, you hear me? And a lot of niggas, they go to jail, in them counties, they don't rep they city. Niggas be scared, they be quiet, man. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. It's on me, man. They showed me some shit, man. For real, man. We ain't the only motherfuckers that's with the shits, man. Believe me when I tell you, man. They on some other type of time out there, man. Real talk. You know what I mean? So shout out to Wright Street, like I said, man. 5 North and all my bellies. Oh yeah, and I ain't gonna forget about the good fellas. You know what I mean? Like, gotta give a shout out to the good fellas, man. Cause you know, them niggas run the jail, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Between them and the homies, man, yeah, they run the fucking jail, man. Straight music, man. So, yeah, I want to give a shout out to them good fellas, you know what I mean? And all my homies that's trapped behind these doors and shit, eating 2 times a day, you know what I mean? Kill a nigga over a fucking honey bun. Like, I never knew how fucking important a fucking honey bun could be. Like, 10 honey buns could get a nigga killed in there. 5 honey buns to get a nigga damn near killed. 1 honey bun, get a nigga beat up real fast. 1 honey bun. Like, imagine that. A honey bun is only like 50 cents in the store. Well, in them jails, honey buns rule. Honey buns is like having keys of coke in your cell. Yeah, like bricks. I gotta do this shit here for the little niggas and for the young niggas that's coming up, man. They gotta know the real shit, man, from the fake shit, man. Enough is enough, man. I've been going a long time, man. And I could truly say, man, y'all niggas let me down, man. Y'all let me down, y'all let the young niggas down. Y'all ain't taught these niggas nothing. Y'all ain't even try to teach these niggas nothing, man. These niggas is walking around here lost, man. On some other type of shit, man. But thank God I'm who I am, man. And maybe I could save these young niggas, man. And pull a Nipsey Hussle, man. You know what I mean? Maybe I could be the Nipsey Hussle of my city, man. You know what I mean? I just don't want to go like that. But if I should have to, man, for my motherfucking hood and for my community, you know what I mean? And leave my motherfucking kids something and leave here a fucking legend, and so be fucking it, man. You know? Shout outs to Nipsey, man, and his family, man. You know what I mean? Whole West Coast, man. I can't turn my back on the streets, bro. Even though I know ain't no loyalty to the streets, man. I understand that. I overstand that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be loyal. That's just that, man. The streets ain't got to be loyal to me, but I'm going to be loyal to the streets, man, to the day I die, man. That's just all I know, man. But at the end of the day, I'll never change who I am. And I'm kind of glad it happened the way it happened, because all it did was just make me a stronger person. You understand what I'm saying? It just made me Gangsta Lou. You understand what I'm saying? And I wouldn't trade who I am for the motherfucking world.